Today we are going to study about the diode. So the name itself, it will shows that di. So di means it represents 2. So here this is the diode. This is the diode symbol. So diode consists of 2 parts. One is made up of n-type material, other is made up of p-type material. So majority of charge carrier in the n-type material is electrons. So the majority of charge carrier in the p-type material is holes. So this is the symbol of diode. It contains anode as well as cathode. So anode consists of positive and the cathode consists of negative charge. Okay. So diode is nothing but it is a 2-terminal unidirectional power flow. So what is unidirectional? Uni is represent it is one direction. So it can capable of passing the current only in one direction. On the other side it cannot able to conduct. So normally the diode is made up of silicon and then germanium or germanium arsenate. These are all the probable material we can capable to used for manufacture of diode. So diode can able to flow the current in one direction. It will block the current in other direction. So that only it is called as unidirectional electronic device. So in that now we are going to see about the diode, real diode. So this is the diode. It having one side, it is having a silver coated to represent the negative. So here we look on that there is a coating is there. Do you notice that very closely? There is a silver coating is there. So on the other side it will represent negative. Okay. So it will represent positive. This is the real diode. Okay. Now we are going to see about how it is going to work. So how the diode is manufactured. So diode is manufactured by using adding the impurities to the trivalent as well as pentavalent materials. So trivalent material having 3 electrons, pentavalent materials having 5 electrons. So depending upon the combination of materials, we can able to create the n-type and p-type materials. So most probably the anode positive charge is made up of the trivalent element. So here the pentavalent element is used for manufacture of cathode, that is p-type, and the other side is an n-type material. This is the basic construction, very simple construction. Next it is a anode and then cathode. So p-type material can be manufactured, n-type material can be manufactured. After that, by using some doping element, we can able to dope these 2 materials. So it will form a p-n junction. This is called as p-n junction. This is called as p-n junction. Sometimes after passing the power, the p-n junction, width of the p-n junction may be vary based on the power input, either AC or DC current. So this is the construction of diode. So now let us going to see about the working of diode. So already I mentioned the p-type material having more number of positive charge and n-type material having more number of negative charge. So negative charge is nothing but as electrons. On the other side, we have already told that p-type material containing large number of holes. So the two terminals is inverse anode and cathode. So the 2 terminals are ready to connect it to the power supply. So this is the working of diode. Now there are 2 possibilities there. We can able to change the polarity of the battery or DC current plus and minus. We can get 2 results. So in between the p-type and n-type material, there is a formation of depletion region by using the p-n junction diode. So now we are going to see about the operation of diode. So there are 2 possibilities there. The diode works only, it is connected in forward bias, and also we are going to see about what happens if the bias is reversed. What is bias? Bias is nothing but as flow of electrons, whether it is in correct path or not. That is called as bias. So now the p-type material is there, n-type material is there. Again it is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So positive terminal P, that is more positive charge is present, that is positive charge. On the other side, electron is present. Already mentioned that n-type material containing number of electrons. So the number of electrons is negative. So positive as well as negative is present. So in p-type and n-type materials are doped together and connected to the positive and negative terminal of the battery. So what will happen now? So now we are going to increase the power of the battery by slowly. So what will happen? What will happen? Here more number of, we already know that the flow of electron is always opposite to the positive charge. So that here more number of electron cloud is going to occupy on the p-type region. On the other side, more number of positive charge is moving. Negative charge is going on the other side, means indirectly represent more positive charge is moving on the other side. So here more positive charge is moving towards the electron. At the same time, same charge is there. So it will repel. So it will more charges is attracted towards the positive charge. So that there is no depletion region is formed. There is no depletion region is formed. Instead of that, is going to conduct. If you are placing the multimeter on the 2 port, we see that there is a feeble current is present. That is, it represents the diode is in working condition. This is the condition or operation of diode in forward bias. Now we are going to see about operation of diode in reverse bias. What happened if they change the polarity? I already mentioned that negative is negative of the battery. This one is the positive of the battery. Okay, so here positive and negative. Now the polarity will changes. Already know that here what happened. You simply look at the image. The depletion region is very much large when compared to the ordinary one. So what will actually happen? The same charges repel each other. That is doing on the depletion region. So here less electron is present. Here less holes are present, but the depletion region is increasing rapidly if you are increasing the voltage. Okay, so at this situation the diode is not conduct. Instead of that, it will produce only heat energy, because law of conservation of energy states that the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed if appear in one form and reappear in another form. So any energy is given to any of the object, it can be converted into other form. It cannot be destroyed completely. So that we are also at the same time we are giving some energy. Here we are giving some electrical energy to do work by the diode, but the diode is not working. So where is the energy? So that at this time the answer is the diode will create the heat energy and pass on the outside. So the diode is not working. So that it will implies that the diode will work only when it is in forward bias. Okay. So next we are going to see about the symmetrical graph. So what happened if the diode when it is in forward bias? What happened? It is in reverse bias. So if you look at the current and then voltage and then current. So if you look at that, what will happen if you are gradually increase the current of the diode which is in forward bias, the output is also is gradually increases. Okay, you look at that, it will gradually increases and attain the maximum saturation state. So if you are reversing the polarity, what will happen? That is called as reverse bias. So at this situation, what will happen? The current is gradually decreasing because the depletion region is going on increasing. It is not suddenly increasing to a very large level. Instead of that, it can be growing in a very smaller manner. So that only when it is in reverse bias, it is going on gradually decreasing up to the level. So this is the schematic representation of working of diode. Okay, so more number of electronic device is applied in diode. So some of the advantages of diode I am going to see here. So if I look at that, already I mentioned that so diode is the size is very small, no, even a small child can able to carry the diode. So size is very small and then less space is required and then weight is very less, low weight, and then it consumes low power. It can work up to 2 volt or 3 volt, and then it also better lifespan and efficiency. Okay, and the low internal resistance. It cannot restrict more current. It will pass the current as much it is possible. So these are all the advantages of some of the advantages of diode, using the diode. Okay. Okay, now we are going to see about where the diode is working or where we can able to use it. It can be used in rectifier. So most of them we are converting AC to DC and DC to AC. We are using the diode, and also we are using in the voltage multiplier circuit, and then over voltage limiter power cut down. So and it is used in clipper and clamper circuit, and it is used in logic gates, and so many uses are there. Mainly nowadays the solar panel is very important, play important role to the society. So diode is used in the solar panel to avoid the flow of current in reverse direction. It is also main important thing. It is used in moderator and demodulator in communicating signals. Okay, it is also used in LED, light emitting diode, and it is used in Zener diode is one of the diode is used for consuming power, and tunnel diode is used in RF circuit, and variable capacitor diode is used for tuning purpose. So more number of diode is working in different application. So up to my knowledge I shared the details of the diodes. Thank you, one and all.